Vandeham Siguro Sijata Padakam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Shakrajatam Sahagana Yagunathamnitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha Guravi Gaurachandra Radhikaya Sadalai Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Bande Guru Padadandam Bhakta Vrinda Samanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Bande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nanda Nandanam Bande Radhika Charanadvayam Gopi Jana Samayuktam Vrindavano Manoharam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, what was your, please come closer so that your question also recorded. Speak louder.
I have a question. Can you please be kind and speak on Krishna lila, on lovely exchanges between Mother Yashoda and Bala Gopala? So when he is little and he is sleeping with his mother, in his mother's womb, and out of the period of day and period of time when he is awakening, before and after his awakening, or how they interact.
Very beautiful query. Ocean of nectar. Gagane. See, we have heard there are many nectarian phases of Sri Bala Gopala lila in relation to Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj. So today there will be no translation, so I can directly be speaking.
It has to be because you are online and you can go to the
Or I can
Okay. So I'll be attuned accordingly. Whether if you translate, it's one way of attunement. If you don't translate, I just speak spontaneous way. Okay. See, Mother Yashoda, we have heard, we have known Mother Yashoda also used to put Gopala into sleep with some sweet songs. Before putting, or during the time of putting Gopala to sleep, Mother Yashoda used to be singing different sweet songs, tossing and patting Gopala, and holding Gopala directly in her lap, patting Gopala and singing some sweet songs to put him to sleep. And okay.
Ho fatto una domanda a Maharaj che può gentilmente parlare del Krishna lila, dell'amorevoli scambi tra Mother Yashoda e il suo Bala Gopala, quando lui è piccolo ancora dorme nelle stanze di sua madre e nel periodo del giorno quando lui si sveglia. Maharaj ha detto che questo è una domanda monetaria e che ci sono bellissimi passatempi monetari tra Mother Yashoda e Krishna, e ha cominciato a parlare nel momento anche quando Mother Yashoda mette a riposare il suo piccolo Krishna, nel momento di riposare cantando bellissime canzoni, tenendolo nel braccio, accarezzandolo, pulandolo.
Close. See, almost in all social traditions, also specifically in Indian Vedic tradition, in some beautiful ways, a mother, an ideal mother, puts her baby to sleep by singing not just some sort of ordinary nice songs, but some songs related to God, Supreme God. The songs composed of certain holy names of the Supreme Lord, and singing that kind of song. Mothers put baby to sleep by singing that type of songs containing holy names of the Lord, some sweet meanings, and it's a culture to be putting our baby to sleep with some very holy spiritual consciousness, God consciousness. Putting her baby to sleep by subtly instilling some holy God consciousness by chanting, singing the holy name of the Lord. Okay, and baby is hearing, absorbing that fine spirit, holy, godly spirits, by listening to the melodious holy names of the Supreme Lord sung by his or her mother, and going to sleep, falling asleep. So that's very high class, one of the high class Vedic ways. Okay, the Indian mothers, especially Indian mothers, put her baby to sleep.
Alta classe, di mettere a riposare che una madre mette a riposare il suo bambino cantando delle canzoni, ma non delle canzoni ordinarie, delle canzoni dedicate al Signore Supremo, che includono dolci nomi, santi nomi, e così cantando mette il suo bambino a riposare, aiutandolo ad avere una coscienza alta. Quindi lui va a riposare in una coscienza divina ascoltando sua madre cantare i santi nomi speciali, quindi canzoni dedicate a Dio, non delle ordinarie canzoni, ma che dice questo in più alto, bellissimo modo di mettere a riposare
Here, the cute fact is this, a beautifully cute fact with Mother Yashoda. She was singing some sweet songs which were composed of the holy names of Sri Narayana, mostly Lakshmi Narayana. And while singing those songs full of holy names of Sri Narayana, sometimes Lakshmi Devi, putting her Bala Gopala to sleep. Whereas we know, Bala Gopala himself is Lord Narayana. But this is the very cute, beautiful fact that he was putting a baby Narayana to sleep, placing him on his lap, baby Narayana in the form of Gopala, beautiful beloved son Gopala. While singing some of the sweet holy names of him, putting him to sleep. Because Mother Yashoda was in the Jnana Shunna, Vatsalya Prema level. I repeat, Mother Yashoda's pure Vatsalya Rasa mood, motherly love, mood of the motherly love, so pure, could not have any mood of opulence in that motherly loving mood. She simply knew her son as just her child, her baby, without knowing that her son is no other than Narayana himself. That opulent mood was not there in him, in her. So this is very beautiful, cute fact.
Mother Yashoda cantava i santi nomi di Narayana, a volte Lakshmi Narayana, lei cantava questi santi nomi. Ed è bellissimo perché noi sappiamo che c'è Krishna è il Signore Supremo, lui è Narayana, quindi lei cantava al bambino Narayana i santi nomi di Narayana. Non c'era traccia di opulenza, perché il suo puro Vatsalya, il suo puro amore di madre, non poteva lasciare spazio all'opulenza, quindi lei vedeva il suo bambino e lo pullava cantando dolci canzoni di Santo Nome di Narayana. Mamma di Gesù è una particolare molto carina.
We know that Lakshmi Narayana were also householder deities, householder lords of or worshipping in the residence of Nanda Maharaj Yashoda. So, in the residence of Krishna, in other words, Lakshmi Narayana was officially the householder deities for worshipping.
Nella casa di Mother Yashoda, nella loro residenza, erano Lakshmi Narayana, quindi nella casa di Mother Yashoda erano queste divinità, queste particolari.
And by tattvic nature, according to the nature of tattva, while we see Lord Krishna is none other than Lord Narayana himself. Okay, so Supreme Lord Krishna is none other than the Supreme Lord Narayana himself. Also we find besides, the Lakshmi Devi also had extensions in the Braja lila. All were Lakshmis, damsels, divine damsels of the Braja. We find the descriptions of the Braja Gopis as Braja Lakshmis in Brahma Samhita. To that verse, Lakshmi Sahasra Satasham Brahmasebhyamanam, they have been addressed as Lakshmi Sahasra Satata. Hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis were serving Radha Krishna on the plain of Golok. meaning Braja Gopis, Manjaris. Braja Gopis, Shakis, Manjaris. All Lakshmis. Here we see Lord Sri Krishna, Supreme Lord Krishna is there as direct Lord Narayana, whereas Lakshmi Devi also represented in the level of Braja and Braja Lakshmis. This wonderful lila. They themselves, Lakshmi Narayana themselves, in the form or in their original forms, I would say original forms. Okay. Sri Krishna and the Srimati Radharani, Braja Lakshmi, having such pastimes that Mother Yashoda is putting the same Bala Gopala Krishna, her beloved son, to sleep, chanting, singing the holy names of Narayana, sometimes Lakshmi Devi.
Sono le Lakshmi, sono migliaia di Lakshmi, quindi sono tutti rappresentati, quindi questo fatto che Mother Yashoda mette su Bala Gopala a venire cantando i santi nomi di Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana e Nanda.
So thus, great Mother Yashoda, excellently loving Mother Yashoda, used to be patting on Gopal while carrying him on her lap, sitting and carrying Gopal on her lap, patting, swaying, swinging, and singing, sweetly singing some songs full of the holy names of Lord Narayana, other names, and putting Gopala to sleep. And while putting her son to sleep, looking at Gopala's face, beautiful face of the Gopala, patting him all over, caressing him all over, and while, we say, difficult to speak in English, and watching Gopala falling asleep with sleeping beauty, some nectarian sleeping beauty, and tasting her heart becoming filled with some love, joy, Vatsalya, Prema, just to be looking at the face of her child, of her son Gopala falling asleep. Some beautiful feelings. She would be relishing so much. See? Almost at every point, at every stages of beautiful sweet pastimes between Bala Gopala, Krishna and Mother Yashoda, there used to be so much fine reciprocations, loving reciprocations. Everything was that of the transcendental nectarian character. So, it was not that only Mother Yashoda was relishing to be looking at her child during putting him to sleep, but also Gopala, her little child, little beloved child, son Gopala, also equally relishing to be put into sleep by his mother with so much love and care, loving, caring, and while singing sweet songs to put him to sleep. So Gopala was also relishing the sweet mood, sweet Vatsalya rasa mood, great motherly, deep motherly affection and love for Gopala through each of her activities in relation to him. So both of them were relishing each other, they are relishing their relationship, the great mother and son relationship, so much to the limitlessness. And it was reciprocating in nature, beautifully wonderful, nectarian, lovingly reciprocative relation between mother and son, son and mother.
Gustava di essere messo a riposo dalla sua madre in questo modo moderno. In ogni stadio della loro relazione c'è sempre tanta dolcezza. In ogni stadio loro tutti e due buscano una Nectar che va all'infinito.
As Mother Yashoda continued to look at her Gopala, beautiful Gopala falling asleep, slowly falling asleep, closing the eyes. So she continued to drink the nectar of the beauty of Gopala, falling asleep. So much caressing, love caressing Gopala. And she was directly relishing into the happiness, how Gopala was falling asleep, relishing into Gopala's feelings of how he was falling asleep. And Gopala was also feeling into his mother's mood of deep relish. Mother deep loving affection with deep relish, how she was relishing. She was relishing to put Gopala to sleep. So both of them were relishing each other. Both of them were actually relishing each other's mood, each other's way of relationship, love, caressing. So it's such transcendental, such wonderful, beautifully transcendental, reciprocative events of lila, mother and son. Both are deeply relishing each other's mood, each other's way and feelings, and they were so fulfilled. Each and every lila between Mother Yashoda, Gopal, Nanda Maharaj and Gopal are like that, is like that.
Mother Yashoda gusta profondamente questi sentimenti Krishna gusta tantissimo, lui gusta a vedere sua madre, a vedere questi sentimenti materiali che sta gustando. Dice Maharaj che in tutte le relazioni con Mother Yashoda e Krishna, materie, le relazioni con Nanda Maharaj sono così, sono trascendentali, bellissimi, pieni di nettare, profondi, e in ogni momento loro buscano i sentimenti più elevati, e buscano a vedere altro.
As Mother Yashoda was looking at Gopala falling asleep, lotus petal-eyed Gopala falling asleep, the smile on his lips, she was also feeling so peace, greatly peaceful, feeling into the peace, peaceful. ways of falling asleep of the Gopal. So, the deep motherly affection, motherly love was taking so much joy, so much happiness, just to put her son nicely to sleep, and that then at some point she would be placing Gopala onto nice bed, very comfortable bed, cover up Gopala, and just feel so happy. Although it has to be understood, this is one of the daily activities in the mother's life. I repeat, commonly it's just one of the daily common activities in a loving mother's life to put her son and daughter to sleep. And feels happy, just goes away. But while it is the lila, Krishna lila between Bala Gopala, Krishna and Mother Yashoda, such common ordinary event didn't stay ordinary at all. It couldn't stay just in a common ordinary way. Every part of apparently common looking lila became a source of great nectarian joy for mother, for son, for mother, for her beloved son, beloved mother, beloved son. Such was the nature, reciprocative nature between Bala Gopala, Krishna and Mother Yashoda. Okay. Even the ordinary ways of their dealings became so transcendentally special source of nectar every point.
Si sentiva molto felice e questo può sembrare un'attività ordinaria di una madre, di addormentare i suoi figli durante il realizzare. Però secondo questo è Krishna lila, una lila amorevole, una Mother Yashoda, il suo Bala Gopala non è ordinario, appunto di un'interazione è pieno di Nectar, quindi non è ordinario, dà gioia a entrambi.
Both of them, divine mother and divine son and divine mother. Both of them giving and taking nectar from each other. That was the characteristics. In every lila, each and every lila between the transcendental mother and transcendental son. Divinely beautiful mother, loving mother, and divinely beautiful and loving son were this source of nectar. They are giving nectar to each other and taking nectar from each other. That was the characteristics. And when the other devotees, when their intimate associates and other pure devotees know about that lila, come to know about such sweet lila, they come to hear about. They also receive so much nectar, also enjoy really so much nectars from the lila of Divine Mother, Divine Son, Divine Father, Divine Son. Devotees, not only them, also devotees, also really so much. No. I remember a part of the song, Vaishnava Padavali, is describing just the moment before awakening Krishna in the morning time.
Maharaj si sta ricordando la parte di Nandan Swami che descrive proprio il momento prima che Krishna si sveglia al mattino.
I cannot go into explaining the whole song, it will be taking time. Just remembering part of it. I'm just going to mention part of it. Bhanu Yudai Gagani. This morning time, sun has already risen in the eastern sky. Sun has already risen in the eastern horizon, eastern sky. And some wonderful rays of the first morning sun, some of the wonderful, saffron rays of the first morning sun falling, touching on the lotus feet and the lotus on the beautiful form of Bala Gopala Krishna on the bed while still he was sleeping. Mother Yashoda is going to wake him up. Sun has already risen. It's waking time for my son. But she could not be waking up her son, just being absorbed, helplessly being charmed by the beauty of the first morning sun, ray of the first morning sun, saffron hues, embellishing, decorating the face and the whole body of the Bala Gopala, looking so beautiful, charming beauty. She was simply charmed by the beauty, standing, looking at Gopala's face, all over. Gopala's form now decorated the first morning sun rays with saffron hue. Although it was waking time for Gopala because sun has already risen in the eastern sky, she was not wanting her son Gopala to be sleeping more and more, thinking, oh, my son will be growing a bad habit, sleeping so much even after the sun has risen, it's waking time. So she was just wanting. She entered the room where Gopala was sleeping on bed, windows are open, and simply entered the room to wake Gopala up. But before, as she went on, as she went to wake the Gopala up, she was simply charmed by the most sweet beauty, nectarian beauty of the Gopala being decorated, the first morning sun with saffron color rays decorating all over Gopala on the bed. She could not wake him up. looking and looking at Gopala's face in the form, and feeling so pleased. This is my son, so beautiful, my wonderful son. I'm so proud to have such a divinely wonderful and wonderfully divinely beautiful son of mine. Look, I have got my son, most beautiful, most wonderful, most lovely, the best son in the whole universe. I have got it. I have got that. I am blessed with such highest fortune. I have been blessed with such highest fortune in my life. I am a glorious mother, having such gloriously beautiful son. Her heart was feeling so proud, gloriously and lovingly proud, filled with beauty of her own most beautiful son, relishing, oceanic way, relishing everything unlimitedly oceanic way, Vatsalya mode, Vatsalya Rasha.
Quando arrivava nel suo figlio decorato con il villaggio della mattina con colori zafferani, decorato il suo corpo, il sole veniva a sostituire questa incredibile bellezza, questo nettare, non poteva sfidarsi, semplicemente gustava questo momento. E lei a un certo punto ha pensato, mio figlio è così bello, io figlio è così glorioso.
See, it was difficult to say, it was difficult to explain that feelings, nectarian feelings, nectarian relish. Lord Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita, Rashomam Upshukonteya. I repeat, Rashuham Upshukonteya, then Prabhasmi Shashishu Jaya. So the sun ray was none other than another form of Krishna's effulgence emanating from the sun. And that same sun, Krishna's own potency, the same sun in the sky, none other than a form of Krishna's manifestation, another form of manifestation. Now, emanating beautiful saffron rays, falling on Krishna's, falling on Bala Gopala, Krishna's face and form, decorating, imbuing all over with the saffron, the beauty of the saffron hue, which was charming Mother Yashoda. And also Bala Gopala, Krishna was enjoying that, enjoying to be decorated, to be in such situation. Also he was enjoying in sleeping mode still.
È difficile, ci manca per spiegare questi sentimenti, come lei stava gustando questa bellissima visione del suo figlio decorato nei raggi del sole della metà zafferana. Questo sole era una potenza di Krishna che stava decorando il piccolo Bala Gopala e lei stava gustando all'infinito e anche Bala Gopala stava gustando. Stava gustando di trovarsi in questa situazione.
But Anyway, at some point, Mother Yashoda came out of that charm, deep charm. She came down to the practical reality and woke up her Gopala, calling her Gopala. Gopala, wake up. It's now waking time for you, oh beloved Gopala. My dear, my beloved Gopala, now wake up. It's waking time for you. Touched Gopala. And then just she woke up, the Bala Gopala Krishna. Krishna woke up. The way Bala Gopala Krishna also woke up, well, decorated with this saffron sun ray, looking at her mother sleeping still. His eyes are filled with sleeping beauty, charming sleeping beauty. There is another phase for Mother Yashoda to be again charmed at new form of Gopala's beauty. So now, new dimension, new level, new type of Bala Gopala's beauty now. Woke up looking at her mother, sleepy eyes, big lotus petal eyes, lotus petal like eyes, still having some illusory, some sort of illusory, mystical, soothing beauty of sleeping. Still, Gopala was carrying. It was again another. Now, first, again, next level. It's not a level. Now it's another term for Mother Yashoda to be again charmed, to look at Gopala's beauty who now woke up. So sleeping beauty and waking beauty.
Mother Yashoda era veramente affascinata da vedere il suo figlio che aveva diventato, curato di raggi di sole. In qualche modo è riuscita a riprendersi, a tornare alla logica e a leggere il desiderio del suo figlio, svegliato, apprezzandolo e dicendo: padre, svegli, è ora di svegliarsi. Allora il suo Bala Gopala ha aperto i suoi occhi, comincia a svegliarsi e questo è diventato un altro momento dove Mother Yashoda è rimasta profondamente affascinata. Adesso si è di nuovo affascinata a vedere il suo figlio che ancora addormentato si sta svegliando, apre i suoi occhi tutto ancora decorato con i raggi del sole, con la terra.
See, so long Gopala was sleeping, but now he woke up, directly looking at mother's eyes, mother's face. And now, immediately he became lovingly demanding, started demanding to be in mother's lap, to be carried by mother in lap, immediately. And Yashoda immediately took her Gopala up on her lap, started kissing Gopala, caressing, embracing, kissing Gopala, caressing immediately. Gopala enjoyed mother's loving reciprocation so much. He also started enjoying mother's loving caressing, kissing and so much caressing. Gopala was enjoying that, listening to the extreme. It was also nectar for Gopala. The Supreme Lord, who himself is the source of all beauty, bliss and all nectarian taste. Now the same Lord Gopala was now absorbed in relishing the nectarian love, nectarian taste of the love from his own mother. Not only mother was relishing so much, tasting. Gopala Krishna, Bala Gopala was also tasting the nectar of mother's love so much, difficult to say who was relishing greater than who was relishing better than who. Difficult to say. Both of them are relishing each other's love, loving care, to the infinite, to the limitlessness, without any boundary. Such is the nature of each and every point of such lilas between Divine Mother, Divine Son, beloved Son, beloved Mother, beloved Son, beloved Father.
Appena svegliato, Bala Gopala subito ha cominciato a chiedere l'attenzione della madre, doveva essere preso in braccio, e subito Mother Yashoda l'ha preso in braccio, a baciarlo, a carezzarlo, a baciarlo, stava molto Mother Yashoda. Krishna, Bala Gopala, stava molto ad essere sicura così dalla sua madre. E Mother dice, non si può dire chi gustava di più. Krishna è il Signore Supremo, tutta la bellezza di tutto il nettare e del gusto. In questo momento lui sta gustando per questi scambi amorevoli. Non si può dire chi sta gustando di più, Mother Yashoda o Bala Gopala. Perché questa è la natura di amorevole di Mother Yashoda, divina madre e divino figlio, e tra l'amore per divino figlio e divino padre. Ogni istante delle lila pieno di nettare e non si può sapere chi sta gustando di più, se si gusto di fare.
At some point, as Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala started crawling, going everywhere in the house. As I repeat, as Bala Gopala began to be crawling, going everywhere in the Nanda Yashoda's residence, at some point he started walking and began running everywhere. Not only Mother Yashoda, his father Nanda Maharaj also relished to look at, to see Bala Gopala, briskly beautiful, energetically beautiful, beautifully energetic Bala Gopala so much. Both the parents started enjoying it so much. As Bala Gopala began running all around, sometimes being chased by mostly his mother, sometimes father, after him. Because he became so naughty, got so naughty and so brisk. To protect their son, sometimes mother would be chasing behind, sometimes father also used to be chasing behind. Catch Gopal, so that he doesn't do anything harmful to himself. Newly learned to run, all over, still not, in their eyes, still not so grown up, still their son, so little child, not yet grown up enough, can do harm, bring harm to himself, running here and there and falling down. So, both the parents used to be concerned. So they also used to be running behind their little beautiful Bala Gopala. Not only Krishna, that Bala Gopala would be running, himself enjoying his own running, he would also be making their parents running after him. The sweet pastimes, enjoying, being chased by mother, especially mother, also sometimes father. Okay.
Mother Yashoda, il suo padre, stavano molto vedevano piccolo Bala Gopala così pieno di energia che correvano. E a volte lui correva e anche la madre Yashoda, il padre Nandan Maharaj correvano dietro. Perché lui era il piccolo Bala Gopala che aveva imparato a correre, erano preoccupati che non si facesse male e quindi per la loro preoccupazione, per la protezione, li correvano a volte dietro. E Krishna gustava il suo correre, ma gustava anche che Mother Yashoda e a volte Nandan Maharaj li correvano dietro.
See, Bala Gopala was so cute, so cutely energetic. He simply used to love to see mother and father running after him. So in order to make them run after him, what was so enjoyable to him, just be running around, briskly start running around the whole residence, knowing my mother and father will be so concerned, out of their protective mood, out of their mood of being so protective about me, so that I don't enter into any kind of dangerous situation in the running mode, so they will be running after me to grab me. He knew. Bala Gopala Krishna knew, and that's what he wanted to do. Engaging her beloved parents, loving parents, running after him and catching him, playful way. And it was one of the wonderful, sweet plays between Bala Gopala Krishna and his parents, mostly Mother Yashoda, also sometimes Nandan Maharaj. Krishna wanting them, catch me. Okay. Playful way. And often he would see his mother getting tired, then he would control his speed. Okay. Didn't want to see his parents getting tired running after him. Okay, to catch him. Then Gopala Krishna would have control over speed, letting him easily get caught, letting his mother and father to catch him easily. So sweet lila, moved.
Mother Yashoda e Nandan Maharaj vede il loro profondo sentimento di protezione che avevano sopra di lui, cominceranno a correre dietro di lui. Di solito era Mother Yashoda che viveva lì, allora lui, in questo divertimento, si metteva a correre, così cominciava a facere in modo che anche Mother Yashoda e Nandan Maharaj dovevano correre dietro di lui. E così questi erano i voci passatempo. Però a volte si vedeva Mother Yashoda si stancava, lui rallentava un pochino per farsi riprendere, per farsi accattare in una maniera giocosa. Lui gustava che si stesse attento, però era attento che non si stancasse troppo, si vedeva che non si stancavano, lui rallentava.
The Rashika devotees, great Rashika devotees, great lovers, devoted lovers of Krishna, Bala Gopala Krishna, glorified, narrated the glories of such lila of Bala Gopala so sweetly. Namami Swaram Satchit Ananda Rupam. I feel like singing again. Namami Swaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lashat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. Bhrajamanam means running Gopala. Gopala in the mode of running. The wonderful, energetic, naughty, so cutely, naughtily beautiful Gopala in the running mode. Bhrajamanam. Nashati kundalam gokule bhrajamanam. Narrating the glories, narrating the great beauty, glories of the Bala Gopala Krishna, who is running in the residence of Nanda Maharaj in the Gokula, while his beautiful kundala, 2 earrings were swaying, reflecting on his face, coming in contact, in touch with the sun ray and reflecting all over her face. And reflection, falling, happening on the face of Gopala from the 2 swinging earrings. Gopala running, chased by Mother Yashoda, making his mother run after him. So, devotees describing such glories, each and every point, each and every step of the nectarian lila of the Bala Gopala. His way of looking at, his smiling, his glance, his running, his crawling, his weeping, his way of rubbing the eyes, weeping out of some fear of the chastisement going to receive from his mother. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is the source of giving so much divine joy and taste, nectarian taste to the hearts of the devotees. They don't want to miss any point of Gopala's gesture, posture, and lila. They are all just ordinary things on the mundane plane, not so much. But while such lila being done, performed by Gopala Krishna, the Supreme Lord of all beauty, bliss, wonderful nectar, naturally each and every point of that lila, gesture, lila, so much source of the blissful source of nectar.
Vogliono perdere anche un momento, anche un punto in questi lila, nei movimenti, nei sguardi, di Bala Gopala. Quindi descrivono tutto come deve correre, il suo sguardo, il suo sorriso, i suoi orecchi che dondolano nel suo cuore, i raggi del sole illumina da più, si riflette sul suo viso. Tutto è ben descritto, perché sul mondo si chiama materiale, queste sono cose ordinarie, questo il Bala Gopala è tutto straordinario, i devoti non vogliono perdere neanche un punto.
Yashoda hiyoluka ladhavo manam paramrishta matam tatadruta gopa. So, not only himself running, his special joy, I repeat, Bala Gopal's special joy to make his mother run after him and catch him.
A Bala Gopala piace il cuore di una sua speciale gioia è che la sua madre corre dietro di lui e lo prende.
See how Bala Gopal can run away from mother, impossible. By Siddhanta, Bala Gopal Krishna can never run away from his mother, impossible. So bound, essentially bound by the pure love, Vatsalya love of his mother, Bala Gopal Krishna cannot be liberated from that. Also, he doesn't want any liberation. So, apparently running away from his mother, to come close to his mother, more closer, through the lila, when mother will be catching him, when mother will be running and will be catching him and embracing him with so much love, more intense love feelings of Vatsalya Rasa. That's what he wants to realize. That's what Bala Gopala Krishna wants to realize. And in order to create that situation, having this lila, he is enjoying, making his mother also enjoy. And ultimately, his aim to be caught by his mother, and then feeling intense Vatsalya love from his mother after getting caught. Mother will be holding him on his lap, embracing him and sweetly chastising. Naughty Gopala became so naughty. I have got such a naughty child, so brisk, energetic, sometimes so difficult for me to control my child. Why you become so naughty, Gopal? Don't become so naughty, making me so much work. Then embracing and kissing Gopal. Wants to taste that particular moment of getting caught, being caught by his mother, and some special treatment receiving from mother. Gopal.
Dove si avvicinano, lei lo prende e lo abbraccia ancora più forte, lo accarezza e gentilmente, amorevolmente lo sgrida in qualche modo. E lui vuole gustare questo, sgrida tutto questo per stare ancora vicino alla madre.
Once it so happened, I'm skipping many lilas, but it's just appearing in my mind and heart, very sweet lila. Gopala was hungry. Little beautiful Gopala was so hungry. He wanted to drink the milk from mother's breast. So, upon knowing, Mother Yashoda simply began to do breastfeeding. Feed Gopala, took Gopala in her lap and started breastfeeding, feeding him. So happened at some point, because she was already engaged in taking care of some householder activities, daily householder activities. So she put some milk on the stove for boiling. And in the flow of breastfeeding to her son, she momentarily forgot that she already put milk on the stove. All of a sudden, she remembered milk was spilling. The boiling milk was spilling from that pot, and it was burning. So she could smell burning milk. Immediately remember, milk must be spilling. So all of a sudden, she put the Gopala, very in a hurried way, she took the Gopala away from her breast and milk feeding, and put the Gopala on the ground, a nice way, and ran to take care of the spilling milk. It so happened once.
Bala Gopala aveva tanta fame, voleva essere nutrito da sua madre, ma questa cosa la prende in braccio e lo nutriva con il suo seno. Mentre lei lo nutriva, lei era già impegnata latte a bollire sul fuoco. Mentre lei non puliva con il suo seno, latte ha preso a bollire, e cominciato a uscire dalla pentola. È andato nel fuoco, si è bruciato e lei ha sentito l'odore. Quando ha sentito l'odore del latte bruciato, subito si è ricordata, il latte è sul fuoco. Allora subito immediatamente ha preso il suo figlio e l'ha fatto nel seno in maniera moderna, dolce, l'ha messo per terra e ha assaggiare il latte.
But the little Gopala became very angry. He became very unhappy and angry with such act of his mother. She put him on the ground, though not so hurting way, normally, but in a hurried way. She just took him away from her breastfeeding. Okay. Breastfeeding and in a hurried way, put him on the ground and went running. So Gopal became very disappointed, unhappy, and angry. So now he had some mischievous plan in his mind. At that time he just learned to walk and run, tottering way. The lila was taking place at that stage of the Gopal, Bala Gopala lila. When he had just learned to he has just learned to be running. Okay, with tottering way, some fast running, very mischievous. So, lila of that stage.
In quel momento, quando Mother Yashoda proprio dal suo seno, si è sentito deluso, ancora bravo, perché lui ha fatto in velocità, ha introdotto dal latte, ha introdotto questo momento, velocemente l'ha messo a terra e corsa via. Lui si è sentito male e allora ha deciso di fare la divinata. E questo era stato nella vita quando Bala Gopala appena cominciato a camminare e correre in maniera un po' così insicura come un piccolo bambino. Questo era stato.
So, then out of anger, he had some mischievous plan in his mind. He started running from that place. He did not stay on the ground, did not stay on that spot where mother put him on the ground, hurried away. He was very unhappy, having tantrum, stood up and just started running. And what he did first, he first entered into that room where freshly churned butters were staying. Okay, there were so many pots filled with freshly churned butters. And Gopala just started everywhere, every pot, he just started putting his hand inside, started grabbing butter and putting into his mouth because he was still hungry. His hunger was not still satisfied. Mother didn't satisfy his hunger by breastfeeding milk. Okay, so he was still hungry. So whatever butter spot he found, fresh butter, he just started grabbing it, putting inside his mouth. And after his hunger was satisfied, and while he was eating the butter, grabbing and eating the butter, naturally butter all started spilling all around, and the more the butter was getting spilled around him, he was enjoying and laughing, enjoying to see, because he just wanted to make a mess. That was his special enjoyment, out of some anger and some revenging attitude. Okay, he just simply wanted to create a mess all around, to teach, to draw his mother's attention and disturb her a little bit. And that irritated his mother, that was in his mind. So in this way, creating a mess, then at some point he had in his mind, he became benevolent. He had some benevolently mischievous planning. So, I'll say later on, translate.
Addirittura ha avuto tanto, ha cominciato a correre la sua fame si trova in maniera completamente soddisfatta dalle lacrime di Mother Yashoda, lui aveva ancora fame e qualsiasi contenitore con il burro appena fatto, lui ci metteva le sue canine e mangiava. Quando aveva soddisfatto la sua fame, mentre mangiava, ha sporcato per terra perché si sa il burro così diventa dappertutto. Lui era contento perché era birichino e voleva proprio fare un casino, fare un po' per fare una birichinata alla sua madre, perché questo era il suo piano. Però a un certo momento si sentiva anche benevolo, voleva fare una birichinata benevola.
Doing good in translation, remembering all points. Then, so that his next benevolently mischievous plan was, why should I be enjoying only for myself? Why should I be enjoying eating butter only for myself? I also want to distribute among my friends and monkeys all around. So he tried to carry some of the small pots of the small pots filled with some fresh butter. He was little, still doing lila as the little mischievous Gopal. So could not carry them so well, although he could. It's all lila. He was so full of power. He was killing demons and this and that, all others. But here he was doing lila, like he could not be carrying so well. Fell from his hand, and then he had a very nice play. On the way of carrying the butter pots and all, some fell from his hand and some he broke. He wanted to break them, spill, and some he managed to carry to the courtyard. There many of his friends are waiting to be playing with Gopala. Okay, many of his friends of the same age or little older than him, waiting to be playing with Gopala, and they saw Gopala bringing some butter pots for them. They were so delighted. They were also equally delighted. Now to eat butter in a playful way. And many monkeys are also looking at Gopala. They are also expecting a lot. They are also expecting a great deal. So, thus Gopala came. Now amidst the courtyard, surrounded by them, started freely distributing all the butter, all that butter among them, among his friends and monkeys. It was a great festival of butter eating. Butter eating festival all around. Everybody just grabbing butter, and by that time Gopala brought other pots, simply got and full of butter festival, eating and spilling on the ground. In the mode of eating butter, you know how the babies and children eat. They are eating with the whole face. Not only eating by mouth, by face, and it was a beautiful scene, total scene happened, and Gopala was enjoying. In the corner of his mind is that, okay, my mother will come and discover, let me see how she takes it.
Bala Gopala voleva fare una bellinata proprio benevolo, perché devo godere da solo, perché non distribuisco agli altri, per distribuire questo burro che esca ai miei amici e amici. Allora, siccome lui faceva il divertimento lì, la di essere un piccolo bambino, Bala Gopala allora prendeva un contenitore di un burro e li portava anche perché non gli cadeva. Si rompeva, ma lui è riuscito a portare nel cortile, dove già i suoi amici lo stavano aspettando. Alcuni amici erano di sua età, alcuni erano più grandi, hanno quindi distribuito di loro, tutti hanno cominciato a mangiare. E si sa come i bambini mangiano, non mangiano solo con le manine, ma con i diti, con tutti i corpi. Le scimmie stavano guardando e aspettavano anche loro la sua parte.
See what actually happened. Being inspired, okay, being directly inspired, encouraged by Bala Gopala. Now all of them, all those friends and monkeys, okay, alongside Gopala, are not just enjoying eating butter and spilling all over. They are now enjoying to create more mess all around in a playful way, having great fun, and directly encouraged by naughty Bala Gopala. See?
Era un festival di mangiare il burro, che era data che tutti i bambini mangiavano, le scene mangiavano. E a un certo punto gli amici e anche le scimmie, incoraggiati da questo sentimento di Krishna, erano non solo gli gustavano mangiare, ma gustavano anche di creare sempre più disordine. E a un certo punto anche Krishna, nell'angolo della sua mente, ha pensato: adesso Mother Yashoda arriverà, proprio vediamo come reagirà.
But at the same time, in one hand, in one side, in one hand, Bala Gopala Krishna was being so mischievous, with anger mode of anger, getting so mischievous, creating mess and also making others, inspiring others to create mess. But at the same time, he has also got some fear. In the corner of his mind, got some fear from his mother. So, and he started also, began to look for his mother, whether mother was coming or not, when she will come. Okay. So, in one hand, in one way, he wanted to irritate his mother out of his anger. Why she just threw him away, hurriedly threw him away, put him on ground and ran. Okay. So, but at the same time he began to look for his mother, fear in his mind, nice fear. Mother will come looking for him, maybe with a stick. He didn't want to get caught by his mother. So with a fearful, cutely fearful eyes also looking back and trying to sense whether mother was coming or not. Okay, while having fun with his friends with a great mess of butter, butter festival.
Questo sentimento di rabbia voleva rivendicarsi, quindi lo stava a sporcare e a incoraggiare altri a sporcare, però mentre si divertiva in questo divertimento di mangiare burro e di sporcare dappertutto, fare casino, lui cominciò a sentire anche un sentimento di paura. Adesso si verrà male, allora cominciò un po' a guardarsi dietro, a cercare di sentire quando sua madre arriverà come un piccolo bastone, ma non voleva farsi prendere dalla mamma, non voleva guardare.
On the other side, after putting down the boiling milk, from the stove, and just taking care of few important, urgent things of the house, Mother Yashoda immediately came back, almost in no time. She took just few moments in order to take care of very urgent, urgent things of the urgent task of the householder activity, thinking, all right, I put Gopala there, okay. So, or she was not exactly thinking of Gopala right at that moment because she was taking care of some of the important, urgent householder things. So momentarily, she was attentive to that, and just within a very short while, so after just quickly taking care of some of the urgent, most important householder things, she came back looking for Gopala on the same place where she was breastfeeding Gopala and found Gopala was not there. Didn't find Gopala was there. Now she was a bit anxious because she already knew how mischievous her Gopala has become. She knew, so she was a bit anxious, concerned in her mind. Now began to look for Gopala here and there, not so easily finding him.
Dall'altro lato, Mother Yashoda, per una andata a salvare l'acqua velocemente è andata, ha messo l'acqua dentro da poco, si è presa cura di questo salvare e si è presa cura velocemente, molto velocemente, ancora un paio di cose urgenti che riguardavano il Nandan di Nectar da casa. Quindi praticamente lei è tornata molto velocemente. Mentre stava facendo questo, cioè non ha pensato direttamente, capisce, ma ha fatto molto velocemente ed è tornata subito, praticamente cercando, mentre stava si è trovato nello stesso posto dove l'ha lasciato, dove stava con il suo lastere. Quando Madre Yashoda è tornata a questo suo figlio non era lì, un po' si è preoccupata, un pochino è diventata ansiosa perché già conosceva il suo figlio che era diventato divino. Ha cominciato a cercarlo di qua di là.
She also remembered. She remembered that she could not complete her breastfeeding to Gopala. So Gopala must have been very disappointed, unhappy. So she was a bit concerned about it. After all, she is Gopala's mother. So she could also immediately feel into her son's feeling, how unhappy, angry a son could be, mischievous Gopala. So, anxiously started looking for Gopala, but didn't immediately find. So now,
Quando lei è tornata a questo suo figlio non c'era, lei si è sentita una madre, lei si è ricordata che stava allattando e l'ha lasciato, l'ha messo per vedere che stava allattando. È stata una madre che poteva capire che lui è rimasto molto male, poteva capire i suoi sentimenti, che era anche arrabbiato. Quindi gli è arrivato una sorta d'ansia e ha cominciato a cercarlo con l'ansia, non ha potuto trovarlo subito.
So her clear intention, the loving desire was that again to take up Gopala on her lap and complete breastfeeding. So, with that in mind, with that feelings in mind, as she was looking for Gopala, she entered. On the way she entered a room, she could see from the far little distance, she could see some mess. Whitish, the floors are filled with whitish color, some mess is there. So she quickly entered there, found most of those butter pots, all the pots having the butters, fresh butter, are broken, spilling over the floor, and she immediately got so surprised. In the beginning, she could not understand how it could happen. Any monkey entered or something, some tried to do some harm to us, so somebody became inimical and did all these things, destroyed by butter pots and all these. But then she could immediately sense, no, nothing happened like that. It is the work of my Gopala. He might have been so angry, very unhappy and angry, and this is the expression of his anger and tantrum. She could realize it then and there, sense. And as she went forward through that room, so she found all the more and more mess, all butter spilled all over her, slippery, and then she went through and went to the courtyard, main courtyard of the house, and found Gopala surrounded by all his friends, and monkeys are having big festivals of the butter. They're eating butter, the face eating, the whole body is eating butter, playing, rolling on the ground, playing on the butter, big butter play festival. She was very disturbed. Upon seeing all this mess, she got very disturbed. And by the same time, Gopal was looking at a suspicious mind, when mother will come and catch him. And same time Gopal also looked back and found his mother coming. Now it was Gopal's turn ran away from mother out of fear. He found mother with a little stick in her hand.
Mother Yashoda era di trovare suo figlio di prenderlo nel braccio e di dire di ucciderlo. Questo era il suo segno, lui lo stava cercando. E mentre lo cercava, ha cominciato a vedere qualcosa di bianco che vedeva dove andava e ha pensato, ma cosa sono state le scimmie? Oppure qualcuno è diventato contrario a noi, ma un sentimento di inimicizia, c'è stato tutto questo disordine e poi ha capito no, questo ha fatto mio figlio, nel suo sentimento di rabbia e di immagine, lui ha fatto tutto questo. Allora è andato a cercarlo e quando è entrato nel cortile centrale della casa ha potuto vedere il festival del burro. Il suo figlio è completamente coperto di burro, i suoi amici circondato dai suoi amici e le scimmie. Loro stavano mangiando, i loro visi stavano mangiando il burro, i loro corpi stavano mangiando il burro, erano completamente ricoperti, e tutto quanto lo trovavano per vedere il burro. È diventata molto disturbata. Lei è diventata molto disturbata. Per lo stesso momento, Bala Gopala, che stava sempre cercando, con lo sguardo l'ha visto. Allora in questo momento lui si è messo a correre, si sta allontanando.
So upon seeing, as soon as Gopala saw, mother is coming to catch him, he just ran away. So upon seeing, Mother Yashoda was coming to catch Gopala, running behind him. Other friends, all other friends of Gopala and monkeys, they also ran away out of fear, because knowing they are also going to be heavily chastised by Mother Yashoda. They all used to have awe and so much awe and respectful fear for Mother Yashoda around. Because Mother Yashoda was none other than not only the mother of Gopala, but she was queen. She is the queen of Gokula. So upon seeing Mother Yashoda is running after Gopala and coming towards them, their queen coming towards them with angry mood, with all the other friends of Krishna and monkeys, they also started running away. But Mother Yashoda's aim was not to catch them or chastise them immediately, to catch Gopala, knowing he is the main culprit, mischievous. He is my boy, he is the main one. He is the cause of all this. So now he was so determined to catch her boy, catch her child. Also, not only feeling a bit disturbed, but also, if I keep this boy released, free, he's going to make more messes. I don't know what more messes. He's going to make further messes. So it is very, very important. Now the immediate task for Mother Yashoda, most urgent task. Now she got a very, very most urgent task to catch her child, catch her son in the first place. Otherwise he is going to make more messes. Don't know. I never know which more messes he is going to bring. Started running now with a little stick.
Quando Bala Gopala si è messo un po' a correre via dalla madre con un sentimento di paura, anche i suoi amici e le scimmie si sono messe a scappare, a correre via con un sentimento di paura. Perché Mother Yashoda non era solo la madre di Gopala, era anche la regina di Pula. E quando i bambini ci hanno visto arrivare la regina con questo sentimento che voleva prenderli, loro tutti si sono spaventati, tutti con un sentimento di paura si sono messi a correre. Mother Yashoda non voleva prendere loro, lui voleva prendere solo il suo figlio perché sapeva che lui era il principale colpevole e che lui ha cominciato tutto questo. Poi lei sentiva questa urgenza di prendere, prima che lui potesse fare altro disordine. Non si può capire, chissà quale altro disordine adesso sono arrabbiato per deve creare.
it was then when the Damo bandhana lila manifested. Okay. Damo bandhana, Krishna, Bala Gopala Krishna, is caught by Mother Yashoda and tied around his waist with ropes, with a grinding mortar. So it was then when that occasion, that Damo bandhana, beautiful Damo bandhana lila took place.
Questo è il momento dell'istante quando la bellissima dama bandhana lila nasce, quando la Madre Yashoda lega una corda il suo figlio la sua vita sul mortaio di Prema.
So, such lila has been so beautifully, wonderfully described in Sri Damodara Ashtakam. We all sing during the month of Kartika, during the month of Damodara Vrata we sing. Sweet, such a sweet song.
Questo bellissimo lila è descritto in Damodara Ashtakam, una bellissima dolce canzone che noi cantiamo nelle dedicate, quando è descritto.
So, Mother Yashoda began running after Gopal. Gopal was very brisk. He could run very fast that time. See, although it was like that, although it looked like he just learned to run fast, but after all, he is Supreme Lord. So at that time, he started running very fast, not to be easily caught by his mother, thus making his mother run after him more and more playfully. At some point, Gopala found mother became very tired because compared to Gopala's body, Gopala's form, his mother was having a heavier form. So mother could not be running after him. Okay, so much she was feeling tired, bodily tired, sweating all over. She began to be sweating all over. Flowers, some flower garlands which were decorating her hair, beautiful hair, is coming off in the motion of running. All the flowers which were used for decoration, her hair decoration is coming off. She was sweating all over and panting, grasping. But although she was feeling exhausted, but she was determined to catch Bala Gopala. She was not giving up. Gopal Krishna noticed that. She noticed, in spite of so much exhaustion of my mother, in spite of being so exhausted running after me, but still my mother is so determined to catch me with the mood, with temperament. I am your mother, you are my son. I want to see how long you can be running around without getting caught by me. After all, I am your mother. Although she was not being able to keep up with running, keep up with Gopala's fast speed, still she was determined. And when Gopala found his mother was so determined to catch him, even though she was feeling exhausted, Gopala could not see his mother in such situation. He felt so much kindness, loving compassion for his own mother. He didn't want to make his mother run after him anymore. He slowed down the speed, letting him get caught by mother, so that slowed down, so that mother could easily catch him. And at some point, mother came and caught him. Then he started crying.
grande, ha cominciato a stancarsi, a sudare. I fiori che decoravano i suoi capelli sono caduti. Lei è diventata molto stanca, però era molto determinata per vivere nel suo figlio. Quindi anche se sentiva profonda stanchezza, era determinata. E allora così continuava a correre. Quando Bala Gopala ha visto sua madre, ha visto che era in questo stato, che era molto stanca, però era determinata a vederlo. A un certo punto lui vede la sua debolezza e vede che si è cominciato a rallentare il passo per farsi prendere dalla madre. Quando la madre l'ha preso da dietro, lui si è messo a piangere e faceva questo gesto di conformata, faceva una
It has been beautifully described by one of the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, starting with Samatu Shinnoga Praya. I'm not going into the explanation of the whole verse, no time. So upon seeing, ultimately, at some point, upon seeing his mother so exhausted by running after him, Gopal became very compassionate. Let his mother, let her catch him. And as soon as he got caught by his mother, then his mother was so satisfied. Because she was so determined to catch her child, she was not giving up. In spite of being so exhausted, she was never giving up. So Gopala found, oh, I cannot get away. My mother is never going to give up. I cannot get away from my mother. I have no other way around but to get caught. Otherwise she will not stop. She will not be stopping. So then Gopala decided to be caught by his mother. Upon catching her child, now his mother felt very satisfied. Mother Yashoda felt now very satisfied, contented, while sweating all over. But she became a bit angry in a loving way. And then Gopal knew how to pacify the anger. What is the remedy to such anger of his mother? Okay? Immediately Gopal started sobbing, crying, sobbing, rubbing both his eyes, so much sobbing, as if so fearful upon seeing mother caught by mother, and especially fearful looking at the little stick, looking at his mother helpless way, saying, I will never do it again, please don't beat me. My mother, be pleased with me, be pleased and happy with me, I will never do it again. Because he knew what mess he did. As soon as Mother Yashoda looked at her crying son's face, Gopala's face, sobbing and crying all over, tears, and the beautiful kajala now started spilling over his face, creating another beauty. Immediately her all anger went away. Her heart, now Mother Yashoda's heart became so softened with so much love, loving care. She felt so much kindness and compassion, loving compassion on her son Gopala, who is crying and helplessly begging for mother's affectionate shelter, love, care instead of chastisement. So upon seeing her child in that way, no, Yashoda's heart became immediately softened, felt so much tender love. She forgot of chastising Gopala that time.
Della sua madre, e ha capito, lei è così determinata, non si fermerà mai, allora no, ha una soluzione per aiutare che fa vedere. Bala Gopala sapeva di meglio alla sorella, quindi immediatamente si è messo a piangere, a schiudere gli occhi, a piangere, sapeva che questo dirà il cuore di sua madre, quindi piangeva, cacciava dai suoi occhi, si scadeva su questo viso, creando una nuova bellezza di sua madre diventata la sua rabbia.
Rudantam muhur netram yugmam mrijantam karam bhoja yugmena shatam kunitram muhusvasakampa trirekhanka kantha sthitagraiva damodaram bhakti That's the verse describing the beautiful moment of that lila. What? Sweet lila between mother and son and mother. Very mischievously beautiful, loving son and a greatly loving mother, intensely loving mother. Beautifully describing their interactions, reciprocations during that moment. And the son, mischievously beautiful son Bala Gopala was caught by Mother Yashoda, and to pacify his mother and to get away from any kind of chastisement, started crying, sobbing and crying, so much it immediately softened the heart of Mother Yashoda. All her anger went away. And the beautiful moment of lila is described through such verses. Rudantam muhur netram jugmam mrijantam. Time is running. This lila has also been very nicely described in Ananda Vrindavana Champu by Kavi Karnapura, one of the sons of Shivananda Swami. Kavi Karnapura. There he described at that time Bala Gopala, after getting caught by mother, or even before, the way he described before even getting caught by mother, when he found Mother Yashoda almost became so close to Bala Gopala, about to catch him. He started requesting mother to give up that stick. If he gives up the stick, then he will come, otherwise he will start running again. So there are different versions of the lila, different ways of the descriptions of this same running lila. And at some point, Mother Yashoda, Bala Gopal started requesting mother again and again, please give up. I fear of you, seeing your stick. So then, at some point, Mother Yashoda agreed with that. He eliminated that stick, then Gopala immediately came running. That's the way it is described there, Ananda Vrindavana. Then Gopala let his mother catch him. He let her catch him that way. So, these are all beautifully described Ananda Vrindavana Champu. Also beside other books. So now after catching Gopala, again Mother Yashoda didn't want to take a risk, although her heart became softened upon seeing Gopala is so repentant, sobbing, crying. Okay, so She could not chastise. She could not, there's no question for her to beat her son, chastise her, knowing that her son is already so fearful of her chastisement. So she just simply took Gopala in her lap, or hello, pacified Gopala, started patting Gopala, so heavily sobbing and crying, lovingly patting Gopala, but she didn't want to take any further risk. In her mind, she wanted to tie Gopala, tie him around somewhere. Didn't want to, still she could not have full faith in Gopala. This moment crying, but my boy, my child became very, very naughty. Maybe next moment will create another mischief, will be mischievous. So she planned to tie Gopala someplace. And she found some grinding mortar, heavy mortar. At some point she just tied Gopala with the mortar, with ropes.
Mother Yashoda sta per prendere Krishna, Krishna la sta pregando perché le madre butta via questo piccolo bastone, perché la paura, in un certo momento la legge dice sì, acconsente e poi butta via. Allora ci permette che si fa prendere. Quando Mother Yashoda prende Krishna, allora ha capito che deve legarlo.
So again I repeat that so although such lila has not been described in between, but some devotees feel that meanwhile Mother Yashoda also completed her breastfeeding to Bala Gopala. That was the cause of all these things, because of her breastfeeding to Bala Gopala, her son was not complete yet. So according to some feelings of some devotees, Mother Yashoda first did the breastfeeding, completed her breastfeeding to her son Gopala, and then she no more wanted to take risk because she had many things to do. She had many other important householder activities to take care of. All the time she could not be with Gopala, taking care of him or looking all the time, cannot be looking after directly. Although whatever she was doing, everything ultimately meant for Gopala, this Gopala Sangsara. Okay, whole family dedicated to the service of Gopala. But she didn't want to take any risks in her mind. So she wanted to tie Gopala some ropes first, secured so that he cannot create more mischiefs, run around and create more mischiefs, and so that she could peacefully take care of other things in the house. Yes. And then, at some point, as soon as she got some ropes and tried to tie Bala Gopala Krishna, with a grinding mortar. So she got some ropes, managed to find some ropes. It was good enough in the beginning to tie around the small waist of Bala Gopala. As soon as he went to tie around the waist, the ropes were becoming 2 fingers short. So she was thinking, what's happening? She was thinking, what's happening? You know? But she was again determined. Mother Yashoda was truly determined to tie her son. But she again found some more ropes. But whatever ropes she was adding to the other previous ropes and going to tie Krishna around the waist with the grinding mortar and 2 fingers short. 2 fingers short. She was again, she felt a bit disturbed. Why is happening? Because she didn't want to understand. She didn't want to feel some Krishna was playing with her with his mystical power now, making the rope 2 fingers short. But she again got determined, I must tie my son. So he is my son. I must tie him around. Something happening wrong anyway. So when Gopala Krishna found his mother so determined again to tie him, she won't give up. She won't easily give up. She won't give up at all. She cannot but tie him. Then Krishna also became defeated. Lastly, Bala Gopala Krishna became defeated again before his mother and let his mother tie him. Then Mother Yashoda tied Bala Gopala Krishna with that rope with a grinding mortar nearby, very heavily weighty grinding mortar.
Mother Yashoda era determinata a legare Krishna. I must go now, actually, because my Bala Gopala doesn't me. So Mother Yashoda decise di legarlo a un pedalino che era molto pesante. Ha preso una corda che doveva essere sufficiente per legarlo intorno al mortaio e sul sua pancia, però era 2 dita più corto. Poi l'ha cercato di nuovo, cioè una corda ed era ancora 2 dita più corto e allora ha cominciato a pensare cosa sta succedendo.
You take her place. I'll try to stop in a few more minutes. So, that's how Damo bandhana lila took place. Sukadeva Goswami beautifully describing in the scripture, Nanda kima karad brahman, sweyo eva mahodayam, Yashodava Mahabhaga Papojashyastanam Hari. Through this wonderful verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami described the glories, highest glories of Nanda Maharaj, Ma Yashoda. Okay, so some point King Parikshita asked Sukadeva through this verse, Nanda kima karad brahman, seyo eva mahodayam, Yashodava mahabhaga papojashyastanam. Actually, this verse is spoken by King Parikshita, asking Sukadeva Goswami to kindly describe about what actually Nanda Maharaj and Ma Yashoda did, what kind of virtuous activities they performed in their life, that they were blessed with such highest nectarian fortune of their life, receiving Supreme Lord, Supreme Absolute Divine Truth as their son, as their child.
Lo descrive in modo meraviglioso. In realtà Maharaj ha detto il verso dello Srimad Bhagavatam. In realtà ha detto Maharaj Parikshit che sta ponendo la domanda e sta dicendo che tipo di attività hanno fatto Yashoda Mata e Maharaj Nanda per avere questa grande misericordia e ottenere questi grandi meravigliosi passatempi nel loro corpo. Che tipologia di attività divine hanno fatto nelle loro vite precedenti?
Yes. He was asking, he was very eagerly, very respectful and eagerly, rather the great surprise, astonishment, asking Sri Sukadeva what they actually did, what kind of invaluable virtuous acts they did perform in their life, so that they became so much blessed with the highest, super excellent fortune in the life, receiving the Supreme Lord as their beloved Son.
Quindi Maharaj Parikshit è stupito, è meravigliosamente stupito e si chiede che tipo di attività hanno fatto Nanda Baba e Yashoda Mata per ottenere questi passatempi così elevati, questo gusto così elevato e ottenere Krishna come loro figlio.
Parikshit Maharaj was expressing great astonishment. What Mother Yashoda did, that the Supreme Absolute Lord, the Supreme Absolute Divine Truth, Parama Brahma, appeared as her Son and relishing, having breastfeed, relishing to drink, the breast milk of Mother Yashoda, and Mother Yashoda, relishing to do breastfeeding to that Son. What inexplicable, incomparable, invaluable, virtuous things, deeds they do. She did, that she was awarded. She became awarded in such a way, with such highest fortune of life. No fortune can be greater than that.
Maharaj Parikshit è così meravigliosamente stupito e lui pensa che praticamente non c'è un'altra tipologia di attività più elevata che una persona possa fare come Yashoda Mata e Nanda Baba, che hanno ottenuto la suprema personalità di Dio, specialmente il Param Brahman, che è disceso nella loro casa con il loro figlio e Yashoda Mata lo nutre con il suo seno.
Another place you find through the expression of Raghupati Upadhyaya. Raghupati Upadhyaya was saying, Ahamiha Nandam Bandi Yashalininde Param Brahma Srutima Pare Smitimitari Bhajantu Bharatamanne Bhavavita. Ahamiha Nandam Bandi Yashalininde Param Brahma. Not going in to explain the whole verse. Last line, he was saying, he was telling, I wholeheartedly worship the lotus feet of that Nanda Maharaj, King of Braja, the transcendental father of Krishna. I again and again wholeheartedly offer my all loving worships and loving obeisance to the holy feet of Nanda Maharaj, divine father of Krishna, in whose courtyard the supreme all-pervading, the supreme absolute truth, all-pervading superpower, Param Brahma, appeared, came down and crawling on his courtyard. How could it be possible? Something impossible became possible. What did he do? What kind of powerful love, loving dedication, devoted love they had, that it captured, it helplessly captivated, helplessly captured that supremely powerful, all-pervading, infinite, absolute Parama Brahma, and made him appear as their son, as his son, and make him crawling on his courtyard playfully, Supreme Parama Brahma playfully crawling on his courtyard as a beloved son. Oh, leaving everything aside, I want to be wholeheartedly worshipping lotus feet of that Nanda Maharaj, worshipping him and paying all my obeisance, wholehearted obeisance to him. I want to be glorifying, I want to be describing, singing his glory and glory and glory, infinite glory of this kind of divine Father, of the Supreme Divine Lord. Raghupati Upadhyaya. His name.
Okay, Raghupati Upadhyaya.
Now you know.
Okay, the name. Ha detto in un verso che Maharaj ha pronunciato, importante il verso lungo, però è importante capire praticamente il senso. Lui ha detto: offro i miei rispettosi omaggi con tutto il mio cuore al supremo divino padre di Shri Krishna, del Param Brahman, dell'incatturabile, che è riuscito, che tipologia di attività ha fatto per poter catturare colui che non è catturabile, che tipo di attività ha fatto per poter catturare il Signore Supremo, il Param Brahman, il quale è sceso nel cortile e adesso gattona nel suo cortile. Che tipologia di attività avrà fatto? Che tipologia di amore, che tipologia di intensità di amore ha avuto Nanda Baba per poter portare giù il Signore Supremo?
One of the sweetest pastimes of Bala Gopala in relation to Nanda Maharaj. So far, so long I spoke about Bala Gopala lila in relation to his mother, beloved Mother Yashoda. I just want to I'd very much love to touch some points, aspects of his lila with his beloved father Nanda Maharaj. So,
prima ho parlato un pochettino di passatempi di Gopala in relazione a sua madre Yashoda, e adesso ho parlato un pochettino dei suoi passatempi con Nanda Baba, suo padre.
Once it so happened, Nanda Maharaj was going out to take care of some important activities, where after all he was king. So, Bala Gopala learned to walk and running at that time. As soon as he somehow sensed my father was going to go out, my father was about to go out, he needed his shoes to wear. And somehow or other, Gopala wanted to bring the shoes of his father. Gopala just wanted to bring his father's shoes to his father. And at the same time, I think someone indicated, go to Gopala. Someone asked Gopala, can you bring your father's shoes? Father needs the shoes. Gopala went running to bring the shoes of his father. And Nanda Maharaj was just looking at Gopala, seeing his Gopala, who has just learned to walk and run, took both the other slippers or shoes, and could not carry properly in his own hand, took both the shoes, both slippers or shoes, padukas on his head, and coming and walking, fastly walking to his father. upon seeing his son Gopala carrying his shoes, Father Nanda Father became so overwhelmed with loving affection. Oh, my son is bringing Father's shoes, carrying on his head. So, in the Vatsalya Rasa mood, he loved to see that. And then at some point he helped Gopala so that it doesn't. Okay. When Gopala brought that shoes near to his father took it. Okay. Very sweet lila. Gopala carrying his father's shoes on his head.
In relazione a questo, Nanda Baba un giorno stava andando a fare gli affari di Stato perché lui era un re e quindi doveva fare tante altre attività anche fuori di casa e quindi stava cercando le sue scarpe. A un certo punto praticamente qualcuno ha indicato a Gopala, gli ha detto Gopala, tu potresti andare a prendere le scarpe di tuo padre. Allora lui con tanta gioia è corso, ha preso queste scarpe, lui aveva appena imparato a camminare, quindi Nanda Baba si stava gustando il fattore che suo figlio camminava da solo e quindi praticamente lui prende queste paduca, questi sandali, queste giabbatte e siccome sono un po' pesanti e non riesce a portarli appropriatamente, allora prova a metterli nella testa. E quindi Nanda Baba guarda questa scena, guarda Gopala con questi sandali, con queste scarpe nella testa e il suo cuore si riempie di gioia. E dice, oh mio figlio mi sta portando le scarpe, ormai cammina, mi sta portando le scarpe, mi ha messo addirittura nella testa.
See, not only Nanda Baba was watching, besides Nanda Baba, Mother Yashoda, some of the other Braja Gopis were watching that lila. Okay. So Nanda Maharaj, Mother Yashoda watched how their beloved son, loving son Gopala, almost went running with so much eagerness to bring his father's shoes, took the father's shoes up and just spontaneously put on his head, smiling, and then bringing father's shoes, just carrying on his head, running to father with so much eagerness. They are really enjoying. Both the parents were enjoying to see how their beloved son was bringing father's shoes to him, carrying on his head. Oh, Nanda Maharaj was so pleased. He immediately, taking his shoes from his hands and then from his head, immediately took Gopala on his lap, started kissing him, caressing him, embracing him on his lap. And he was, so then he wore that shoes in that way. So to give that relish to his father, Gopala did that lila. Not only to be giving that relish, great relish to his father and mother, becoming such obedient son of them, but he himself was also relishing greatly to becoming their beloved son, acting, playing as their beloved son. He himself was also relishing that lila, carrying his father's shoes on his head, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such is the sweetness and beauty of such lila.
Questo lila è praticamente veramente bello perché Dio è la persona suprema, il Signore Supremo, discende e porta i sandali di suo padre sulla testa. Praticamente quando Nanda Baba e Shridharata vedono Gopala con questi sandali nella testa, ci sono anche altri gopi intorno che stanno guardando questo lila, il loro cuore si colma di gioia e lo vedono con così tanto amore, così tanto piacere nel cuore che quando Gopala si avvicina, Nanda Baba stende immediatamente le mani, prende le scarpe, se li mette e poi prende Gopala in braccio e inizia a baciarlo ed abbracciarlo. E quindi questo figlio divino, Dio la persona suprema, è adesso in braccio a Nanda Baba ed è praticamente disceso ed è diventato il loro figlio.
Then at one point, because Nanda Maharaj had to go out, Nanda Baba had some other important engagements to go out of the house. So, naturally, Mother Yashoda was wanting Gopala from his lap, because Nanda Baba was still carrying Gopala on his own lap, kissing him, embracing him, caressing him. Gopala was also enjoying his father's love, loving care so much. At some point, Mother Yashoda just wanted to take Gopala in her lap from Nanda Maharaj, and Gopala started playing a pastime. He didn't want to come to his mother's lap. He wanted to be with his father. Then Nanda Baba was also not ready to give away Gopal, transfer him to his mother's lap, thinking, oh, Gopal wants to be staying in my lap, so let my work be delayed. All the jobs can wait. But Gopal doesn't want to leave me now. He wants to stay with me in my lap. He was saying, telling his wife, okay. He doesn't want to go to you now. He wants to stay more with me in my lap. Then Mother Yashoda had some tantra. And he felt, what? My son doesn't want to come to my lap? Oh no, father became more dear. Okay, beloved to my son. Then they started having some new sentimental lila, emotional lila between husband and wife. Gopal's father and Gopal's mother.
Mentre praticamente Gopala sta portando i sandali a suo padre, gioisce del sentimento praticamente che è il figlio di Nanda Baba e Yashoda Mata, e nel frattempo anche Yashoda Mata e Nanda Baba stanno godendo di questo piccolo passatempo. E quando praticamente Nanda Baba l'aveva preso finalmente in braccio, lo stava coccolando, abbracciando, baciando e così via, anche se lui doveva andare via perché aveva degli impegni, era di tre, quindi doveva andare via, in realtà rimaneva ancora lì a coccolarlo. E quindi Yashoda Mata inizia a dire, beh, adesso lo voglio anch'io, per cui cerca praticamente con lo sguardo al suo marito per dire che insomma, si avvicina anche, inizia una specie di competizione.
So sometimes, not always, or other times, okay.
Inizia una specie di competizione e un nuovo sentimento entra praticamente tra il marito e moglie, perché praticamente il padre non vuole lasciare andare il figlio perché dice il figlio vuole stare con il padre, allora la mamma Yashoda dice ma come, non vuole venire da me, non è possibile, non è possibile, è un nuovo sentimento entra e quindi una specie di competizione tra Nanda Baba e Yashoda.
Sometimes, or often they will be sharing, Gopala's parents, Nanda Baba, Yashoda, would be sharing Gopala with some sweet understanding between them. So, there would be although there would be loving competitions always between Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, but often they would also be taking their turn, taking Gopala in their laps and sharing to take care of the Gopala, their son, through some mutual understanding, mutual loving understanding. But sometimes they would have some emotional conflicts around Gopala. Sometimes when when Mother Yashoda would be singing, Gopala wants to stay with his father more than her. Sometimes she would understand, sometimes she would not. She would not be ready to understand, having some emotional feelings. My son? What his father is doing to my son? What charm, magic doing? My son wants to stay more with his father. He doesn't want to come to me. How could it be that? I am giving my son so much love and all. What's happening? What is father doing? Some kind of magic to my son? So I have not finished. So in that way, Mother Yashoda, not so much Nanda Maharaj. He was more male figure, but still, sometimes he would also be having similar feelings. When he was also really wanting to take Gopala in his lap, and Gopala didn't want to come from his mother to father's lap. So father would also have some emotional feeling, but mostly it would be happening with Mother Yashoda most of the time. When Gopala is enjoying to be in the lap of father, not easily coming, although mother is calling, father is saying, go to your mother. Mother is calling, Gopala, come. Gopala is not coming, being naughty, wants to be with his father more. And upon seeing father also getting more overwhelmed with love, telling his wife, okay, allow him, let him stay with me now. He doesn't want to do. Then Mother Yashoda would be more sentimental, emotional.
Mother Yashoda, quindi Mother Yashoda e Nanda Baba adesso si trovano in questo specie di competizione d'amore divino, perché è un sentimento di amore divino quello che sta succedendo. Gopala è nel braccio di Nanda Baba e Yashoda gli sta dicendo Gopala, vieni da me. E Gopala non vuole andare da Nanda Yashoda. Allora Nanda Maharaj dice a Yashoda, Madre Yashoda, adesso non vuole venire da te, lascialo che stia da me. Quindi lui continua a godersi il bambino, lo abbraccia, lo bacia e così via. E Madre Yashoda inizia a pensare che tipo di incantesimo gli ha fatto mio marito, che mio figlio non vuole più venire da me. E così questa cosa succede però anche a Nanda Baba, nello stesso identico modo. Quando Gopala sta nelle braccia di Mother Yashoda e lei coccola, si prende cura e così via, e praticamente Gopala non vuole andare da Nanda Baba, anche Nanda Baba ha lo stesso identico sentimento. Ma di che succede a Mother Yashoda?
Sometimes it is described like that. Nanda Baba had some urgent things to do, urgent tasks to do. So he was about to go out of his residence right at that time, around that time. Gopal would be having tantram, to be occupying his father. He would be claiming loving attention from his father right at this moment, that let his father take him up in his lap, okay, or he will be going out with his father, but it was not such situation. Then Nanda Baba, he would be feeling so sad. His son having loving claim and tantrum to spend time to be in the lap of his father, but father has to go out for some very important things. That's the father would be very sad to leave Gopala in that way and go out. Mother Yashoda would be managing Gopala by pacifying him. But so at that time the father's mood would be intense mood. Although he was going out, but his heart was coming back again and again to Gopala physically. Physically Nanda Baba was going out to take care of some task, but by heart he was coming back to his son again and again, as if he didn't want to go out. He was simply going out to come back as soon as possible to Gopala and take him up in his lap. That was his feelings.
Nanda Baba ha degli impegni urgenti perché è re e quindi si prepara per uscire e Gopala come tutti i bambini, quando vedono i bambini, i genitori che se ne stanno andando via, si avvicinano al genitore e vogliono trattenerlo in qualche modo. Allora Nanda Baba pensa, oh adesso io devo uscire fuori e mio figlio vuole stare con me, se lo prende in braccio, lo bacia, lo coccola e inizia praticamente a passare del tempo con lui e poi inizia ad essere triste, diventa triste perché tra poco se ne deve andare, deve lasciare suo figlio, il quale vuole passare del tempo con lui, quindi allora lo trattiene nel braccio, cerca praticamente di tenersi cura di lui e così via e poi dopo prova ad andare via ma non ce la fa, va praticamente per un pezzo e poi torna indietro fisicamente e torna indietro col cuore.
Thus, there are so many sweet lilas between the divine son and his parents, beloved son Gopala and his beloved parents. So I am humbly putting my Hari Katha to rest over here. Just want to put my Hari Katha to rest over here. It's already high time. Hare Krishna.
Volevo solo mettere accento alla dolcezza, alla meravigliosa dolcezza che c'è nel rapporto tra Gopala e i suoi divini genitori. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj. Jai. Jai. See, in the assembly of Shukadev Goswami, in the assembly of Srimad Bhagavatam, they heard for 7 days, day and night, continuously, without thirst and hunger. That has been described. It has been described in Bhagavatam, without feeling any hunger and thirst. All are listening to, drinking the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam from the lips of Shukadeva for 7 days long. But these few hours is nothing compared to that. Still.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Maharaj Parikshit ha ascoltato per 7 giorni di seguito, senza bere, senza mangiare, passatempi divini dello Srimad Bhagavatam dalla bocca di loto di Shukadeva Goswami. Noi abbiamo passato 2 o 3 ore che dire in confronto a quello che praticamente hanno gustato loro in 7 giorni.
All right. Hare Krishna.